Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Season 2 of So Tell Me with Phil Bhojwanay, the show where questions about society and utter stupidity are based on my mood for the day. My guest today is friend, comedian, writer, actor, performer, Ron Barba. Ron used to be a Wall Street trader back in the day, but decided to give it all up for love of the game. By game, I mean comedy. Welcome to the show, Ron. How are you?
Thank you very much. And I've only given it up for now.
For now.
If things don't work out, trust me, I'm going back to that because I don't do poor.
Well, that's been about
Damien Joseph.
That's been about 20 years, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 20 years.
There you go.
It's unbelievable. You never know when you're going to quit.
I see. It's not unbelievable.
No, you should quit in the arts, but no one does. No one ever quits.
Absolutely.
That's the problem.
Well, and that's why we have the hair that we do.
Oh my God! You have hair? Look at this. I look like a weave or something.
Yeah.
I need an implant.
Why are you growing it out?
I need implants.
Why?
Now, the reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because everybody and their mother can look bald. As soon as you start losing your hair, they all shave their head. I've been doing that for a couple of years because my friend, because it does look better. It looks clean. But I actually have hair. You can't see it. Except in the back parts, I have a ton of hair.
Yeah, same thing.
And it's cold outside. It's 40 degrees out. And I'm like, why not have some hair on my head, to keep me warm? This part looks terrible. I look like a serial killer.
You know what you should do?
Go ahead.
Shave the center portion off and just keep the sides.
No, you see this though? I don't know if you see this in the light.
That's a
I
tuft.
have like a unicorn.
That's a Tintin tuft.
This is my, what's it called, a Tintin?
Tintin tuft.
It's my tuft here,
yeah.
And I'm going to charge people $5 to pet the patch.
Yeah, look, I got the same issue, my friend.
Girls like to pet it.
I'm going to get there. At the same.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it into a man bun. You know what a man bun is? Do they have those over there?
Yeah. Now forget everything else. Just shave everything and just keep that in the front.
I'm going to keep that thing.
Yeah, that's it. So that way you look like a rhino from Ninja Turtles.
This is the new look of fame and fortune.
That's
right
exactly
there.
what it is. Yeah. And then you'll be a proper joker and jester. There you go. Speaking of 40 degrees outside, you guys, it's 40 degrees outside here today. It's summer, but 40 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Where you guys, these guys call 40 degrees. What degrees to them isn't Celsius. Everything else is different in America. That's how nuts they are. That's why they look like Ron. Anyway. All right, hey, so man. Ron, let's let me look at. I was looking through your list yesterday. You know that wonderful email that you sent me, telling me how amazing you are. So.
Oh yes, thank you very much. That was unprompted.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted to send it.
What do you expect from the show? Look at the mango unchained over there. Look at this guy eating mango unchained.
The mango is delicious. Nothing like eating on a famous show, on Phil's famous show.
Look at the sarcasm over there. Famous show. Yeah, this is the biggest show in Australia.
I'm making this a food show.
The moment
this is a network.
Do whatever you want. The moment you put this on Facebook, you do realize your likes are going to significantly drop. Like your stock market.
It's unbelievable. I have never. I wrote a joke about you. I haven't done it on stage. You're the only guy whose image on Facebook is worse than his real life image, and everybody else on Facebook does the reverse. They make their life better looking and sounding. You actually make it worse sounding. I've never met anyone like you.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Reverse effects and likes, no likes, it like you poison something immediately. You poison every comment, every post. It has no chance. And I don't know why though. It's a phenomenon.
You mentioned this to me in New York as well. But you got to say one thing: the stuff is good that I post. I just don't know why it doesn't get likes.
Not all of it's good, but the stuff that is good is phenomenal, and that's. But the problem is when you post so much.
Yeah.
People get sick of it especially if it's not good.
Look who's talking.
When you post winners, by the time you posted a winner, you lost your audience. No one's looking anyway, and it skips over you. That's why you got to be very selective on what you post.
Facebook expert here, my friend. Facebook expert.
I get hundreds of likes. I know the game.
Just created a new fucking profession for himself.
I didn't make this up. This is how it works.
What is that? Pistachios, sunflower kernels. What the fuck is that?
Nice peanuts. Nice peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts. There we go. Peanuts. That's
nice. Is
go
like
work at Yankee Stadium.
Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne
And then I'm
Reed.
eating this.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack Link's teriyaki beef jerky. I got mangoes. Have a mango. And then I got grapes from last week.
Do you know?
And that's it. I'm eating. This is my dinner.
That's
This is what
your
happens
jam.
when you're 46 and you never got married and have no one to cook for you.
You know what?
That's what you eat.
I invited you over to the lounge at the Sheraton while I was while I was staying there like a king, and look at the way you came over there and you salvaged the fucking cheese. You took everything for yourself.
I love that cheese. Was
This is
delicious.
your diet,
Thank
and
you
then
for
we
the
went out to
cheese.
drink. I have never seen anybody do that in my life. Have cheese and whiskey back to back, and then fuck off.
It was free cheese. I've never seen free cheese like that, just sitting there waiting for me to eat it all.
And
I ate it all.
we have to give our good friend Jeff lots of shout out because Mr. Depressed right now at the moment. Is he doing fine? Let's just say he's depressed. I'm going to say it on purpose just to piss him off. But our wonderful friend came out with us, and with the two of us around, he couldn't get a word in.
Oh, I know. He's a very soft-spoken guy.
He's a wonderful
He's good.
guy.
He has got some haymaker jokes, but they're very quiet and far in between stuff.
Absolutely. No, the guy can definitely do stand up. I don't think he realizes that
Very
though.
funny.
He's a
Very funny guy.
very funny. I completely agree. There you go, Jeff. You got 2 likes. That's more than I'll ever get on Facebook. All right. So, Ron, tell me about the. I was.
Wait.
Yep.
Jeff Lutz is one of the co-writers on my movie I Killed Last Night.
All right. So let's begin with that. I Killed Last Night. Let's talk a little bit about that. Is that part of your many gigs that you have that you're doing right now?
Well, yes, it is. It is what I'm going to be shooting, and I would say in about a month I'm going to be shooting at least a trailer for it.
What's it called?
But the movie's called I Killed Last Night. I
Killed
want it to be a movie. A lot of people I pitched it to want it to be a TV show, but it's
Right.
like a weekly episode. But I see it as a movie, and it's called I Killed Last Night.
Right.
And it's basically a therapeutic movie that I've written out of doing stand-up in New York City for years, and then in LA too, and listening to the comedians talk. And they were like, I killed last night. I go, I just want to kill you.
Right.
And then I'm like, that's what the movie's about. It's about a serial killing comedian, and he's killing other comedians because he can't take it anymore.
I like it. It sounds good. So this is
funny. It's funny. I play the detective.
Yep.
Jokes like I show up on the set and it's like, what happened here? Something. They killed a comedian. I go, they killed a comedian. That's not funny. If I better get a joke from your audience, if there's any audience.
Yeah, there is just about 3 or 4 people, and that includes you and Jeff, and myself. So that's it. That's the holy trinity right there. So
Try the mangoes; they're delicious.
I will. I'll take a bite the moment I can kiss you to the fucking phone as Soldier Boy song goes. Okay. Look at the guy over here. So this is the comedian horror movie that you were telling me about. I Killed Last Night. I like the idea. It sounds good. Sounds fun. And this is in the works right now, is it? Oh, there we go. Look at this guy.
Well, we're gonna be shooting it. I'm shooting another pilot right now.
Yep.
Which is called. It's a strip club pilot. It's a TV, and this is an episodic, a television show I want to do every week.
Yep.
That the guy who wrote King of the List, my original first show that we haven't even spoken about. He wrote a 40-page pilot about an uncle who dies and leaves a strip club to his nephew. And I'm playing the nephew who has no idea how to run a strip club. And also I'm playing the nephew has a twin brother who plays the strip club DJ. And I do a perfect strip club DJ impression. And that's why he wrote this, because he knows about my strip club DJ and I want him to write something around the strip club DJ.
Let's hear an impression right now.
I will do it, but I want to wait a little bit. I know how shows go. You don't want to just give them everything right up front. But you're going to love it when I do it. That's all I can tell you. It's coming up soon.
All right, fine. As long as you say so, I will take your word for it. And wait, look at you eating, by the way. This reminds me of dinner. What about this dinner theater thing you're doing right now at Dutchtown?
Another one of my... Now, this one is the best is because I get paid to do this.
Yeah.
This is the only thing I'm doing that gets paid. And stand-up comedy once in a while. All right? I'm in a dinner theater show called Truffles. You know, like truffle oil?
Yep.
You put truffle oil on stuff. Does Australia have big truffles?
Yep. Alex, he's a big one right there.
Alex, a big truffle?
Can you please come in? Once in a while, just chime in. Alex, you want to see a huge truffle? Here, there you go. Please take a stand. Take a bow. That's a truffle right there. Look at this.
Fuck.
A human truffle?
Yeah, apparently.
Are truffles big in Australia? Do they have them? Do they mine them?
Yeah, absolutely. Big industry.
What's that?
Big industry down here. It's our biggest export.
So this woman saw it on 60 Minutes. It was a big show here. I don't know if you've ever heard of 60 Minutes over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Every Sunday night.
What do you think?
What?
What do you think we live at? This is not the Boondocks, you know.
What? What did you just? What?
I said you think Australia is some sort of a boondock, do you? I mean,
I've never been there. Do you have American shows? I don't know what it's like over there.
Typical American mentality where everything is only America. For fuck's sake, get out of the country for a little bit, Ron. You work in Wall Street and you fucking attacking Indian people on Huffington Post, for Pete's sake.
Oh, that's right. You haven't even talked about that yet.
Look at the way I segue. Look at the way I segue.
What?
Look at the way I segue. This is a genius host right there, my friend.
You are a great host. You are a great host, buddy. You're going to be an amazing, famous host one day. I know that.
I think he sincerely means that, though. But we both know it's never going to happen because the show will have bad ratings thanks to no audience.
With that attitude, it will never happen. You
There
got
we
to
go.
make it happen.
There we go. Look at the way the guy masks his depression. He's amazing. I love it. And now he's about to break up. No, he's not. There he's back.
Everybody gets sad. You got to fight it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. We'll make the show a happy show. Be happy like Ron Barba, the guy. You know, he met me for breakfast 2 times, and you know what happened at breakfast, Alex? Both times I sat down there like a mute because he talked so fucking much. I couldn't get a word in. I was eating my food. I said, "Here we go." Why did I call this guy? I called to talk to him, not for him to yak away at me. I kid you, Ron. You know I like you. Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. Thank you.
So
no, it's true. I do like to talk, especially with people that I like.
Yeah.
And that are talkative. I like talkative people.
Well,
that have something intelligent to say.
Absolutely.
And then stop talking. I've got friends that talk and they don't stop talking, and I'd rather not be around them too much.
Well, you're one of those people.
Oh! I didn't know that.
Well, but it's okay. So wait, we were talking about the dinner theater. So how's that going? You finally getting paid? The audience is coming out?
I've been getting paid. That's the one thing that's consistent in my life is the payment in dinner theater.
Yeah.
I play the owner of a restaurant, and it's a murder mystery. And I get to sing. I get to act. I have a beautiful wife. I get to go out and talk to all the people in the audience, and they're always so fun. And it's a nice show. It's a really good show, and now it's played in 4 different places. It started off in a huge synagogue.
Mm-hmm.
Then it moved to a little yoga studio.
Yeah. Then
it moved to a proper place, but the service sucked. And now it's right here, literally on my street. I live in Manhattan on 46 and 8th.
I know.
Right in Restaurant Row, and the place is called the Jazz 46 is the name of the restaurant.
Right.
Right here on Restaurant Row, and that's where I perform. I just walk out.
I
walk out the door. I walk half a block, and I'm doing dinner.
You could just bungee jump right there.
There's no other way to live.
Yeah, perfect. That's a good life right there. I was gonna say because I wanted to jump in with and just say if it was at the synagogue at first, that used to be owned by Jeff Lutz. And the yoga place used to be owned by me, right? So then it went to nothing, which was by you, and now it's owned by someone else, and which is why you're getting paid.
That is correct.
Where's my rim shot?
Synagogue, God cast us out of the synagogue.
Absolutely.
Great jokes, by the way.
Absolutely. Well, you are, speaking of God, you are into religion, aren't you not, and spirituality? You're very sort of biblical in some ways. You like Luke, don't you?
I used to be. Luke? What about Luke?
What about Luke? You tell me.
I used to be religious for about a millisecond, about a year, and then that was it. And now I'm just I love that stuff, but it's not the real world.
Fair enough.
So, but I'm very spiritual. I believe in God.
I like your undertone to everything. It's very subtle and yet in your face. It's sort of you can sort of feel the sadness in your eyes at some point.
Sadness? This is why you get no likes. How do I have sadness?
I want to rile you up.
One day I was at a party, though, and I was like, I have no napkin. You don't need a napkin. You're not married. You just wipe it on your furniture.
Just do that. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Go on, sorry. Yep.
I was at a party once, and I was acting like a buffoon, much like right now. And the girl looked at me, and she's like, you must be so sad inside. I was like, what? You're wrong.
No, in all sincerity, actually, I don't think you're sad. I think you're pretty. You've accepted things the way they are. You're quite jumpy every night, for the most part.
I'm upbeat. Life is so short.
Yeah.
I'm upbeat. We're all gonna die one day, very soon. Believe it or not. Let's enjoy it while we're here.
Let's hope not. Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
life is precious. You have to
Especially
cherish
when
it.
Trump's about to get in. Watch out. Hey now.
Speaking of Trump, by the way, I think we both. I don't care. I'm gonna.
It's
I don't.
like a morgue here in New York City with Trump getting in. It's like a morgue. People's
I've
faces
heard.
are just
I've heard that.
80% of this city voted for Hillary Clinton.
Oh, jeez. Oh, by the
They
way,
ate them up and down.
do you remember when I was in New York last April? I told you that I sent you a picture saying that Clinton was right outside the Sheraton where I was staying, and they were doing an interview. Remember, I told you that.
That's right.
And a year on, almost a year later, and here we are with Trump's America. And you know what? Give it a shot. Stop banging the guy down. Let's see what he does.
Oh yeah. No, I don't mind him. I mean,
Fuck's sake.
I don't mind him. He makes me laugh.
Yeah.
He does say a lot of nasty things that aren't exactly nice to certain types of people, and that's not a good. That's not a good thing. He's not like the most diplomatic guy. Look, Obama was very diplomatic.
Yeah, Obama was.
And Trump is not diplomatic.
No, absolutely not. No.
He's tough. He's a great businessman and he's tough.
Absolutely.
Barack is not tough and a businessman. That's not what he is.
When is
this
the?
what you get. This is a new president.
When is the Isn't the inauguration in a couple of days?
Yes, it is. The inauguration's in 2 days.
There we go.
Yep. So the country will. Who knows? I mean, I don't foresee anything crazy happening.
You know what
Who
I
knows?
foresee? You know what I foresee? I foresee you sitting down right now like this, having a mango and watching the Hunger Games.
I'll have a grape.
This is Hunger Games right there. Welcome to may the odds ever be in my favor. For fuck's sake, I gotta deal with this guy right now.
When do we cut to a commercial break?
Right now. Bye. All right. So what else is going on, Ron? This show is the biggest hit in Australia. But when I say hit, it takes a lot of hits in terms of no audience. So you wanna chime in?
I particularly like your set with the guitar cover in the back.
That's for the musicians.
And the shades being drawn as if this is a drug den where you guys live, Adam.
You know what happened? You know who Phil Selman is?
Great studio design, Australia.
Yeah, there you go. I'm about to take one of those guitars. If you were in front of me, I'd smash it on top of your head right now. All right, now listen. I want to get to something which I'm actually quite excited for you and and I personally am being a friend of yours and whatnot. Now you said to me, I think very briefly, I think you've been quite well, I wouldn't say secretive about it, but you've been quite toned down about it. You've kept it on the lowdown and whatnot, a little bit secretive about it. You have a show called what a fucking creative name this is, by the way, The Ron Show. Tell me about this narcissistic person that you are, where the show has to be named The Ron Show. Obviously, It's about you.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That name, I did not want to call that the show.
Okay.
But the writer did, and I'm like, all right, it's about Ron, fine, The Ron Show. I don't think it's that great a name. Other people have said they like the name, but I could care less about that name for this show.
Right.
But if you want to know what it is I have a friend who's an actor in the city, another struggling actor who was doing a web series called 40 or something.
Okay.
About 40-something-year-old guys still trying to get laid, still trying to go out with girls. Mm-hmm. But now, because of their age, they're finding they're not who they once were in their youth. Mm. It's a very funny
sure.
web series. But I like the two guys, and I told the one guy, his name's Adam Murphy. I said, Adam, write me a web show, and we can shoot it right here in my apartment because we have a nice apartment here. And he came up with the whole concept of it, and it's just about a guy, me, of course, playing a recently divorced guy who's got 2 kids, and now he lives in this nice apartment, and now he gets to chase girls. He's basically just free. He gets to chase young girls. He's on the those apps. What is it? The dating apps.
Tinders and
He's
stuff.
trading. He just has a more free life.
Mm.
And he wrote some episodes for it, and that's really it's about. That's what the whole thing's about.
And have you guys shot this already, or is it in the midst of production?
We shot 4 episodes of it over the summer, and it's still not edited. Which drives me nuts. It should be out. It looks great. The acting in it is great. Writing's good. There's a couple little errors in the shot selection, which we're gonna have to improve on in future shots. But
yeah,
I'm excited to put it out. It's not done editing because the fucking guy's smoking dope. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why. I should have this piece by now. I spent the money.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I can't get these little bits to be done.
Yeah, no,
This is what artists are like. It's ridiculous.
That is annoying.
It's not at Paragon Films. This isn't at Lucas Entertainment. It's in somebody's apartment.
Yeah.
It's retarded. This is the life of an artist. Don't ever do it if you're thinking about it.
Too late for that, isn't it? No, but look, you know, I know for a fact, seeing your stuff and being friends with you for a while now, and we became good friends over a short period of time. And
yes, sir.
I do believe that you can act. Actually, I think you are a not wonderful, but you are a good actor. And
Thank you.
I mean that sincerely. Yeah. But I hope I look forward to the show. Please let everyone know when it's out, because I mean everyone's gonna know about it with your Facebook success that you've had. Look at the terms we're coining today: Facebook expert, Facebook success. This is what the fucking world has come to. Just for the sake of this man-child over there, I got to say stuff like that.
I was at a party and I was introduced as, oh, this is Ron Barba. He's got a following on Facebook. I'm like, I have a following? That was the first time I actually thought I had a following. I'm like, I have a following.
You're a cult leader. You're a cult leader, my friend. You have paved the way for every other Facebook person on Earth.
This is all I ever wanted was a following. Now I don't know where to lead them.
No, you don't
have one. We're just going to keep laughing and we're going to keep loving. We're going to love Facebook.
I was talking.
Facebook is the greatest thing that ever existed.
Well, for you, perhaps for you. For me, it's the most miserable thing ever because it makes me feel worse about my life.
I agree. It's like two different things.
The contrast, isn't it?
The contrast of us, there's one guy that is 100% Facebook and the other is 100% negative on Facebook. It's hilarious. Wow, that is so funny.
Well, and and therein lies why we are friends.
That's true,
right?
So, you know, the opposite poles, right?
There you go. It's my Facebook has come to a point where there's 0 likes, and the first person who likes it is embarrassed to like it because he's going to be the one and only one putting a like over there, and which is why you stopped.
First, you never want to be the first on like hot chicks pictures either.
Yeah.
You never want to be the first. There's a lot of little rules I could show you, Phil, if you ever get a following.
Yep.
But no, but one of them is definitely, you don't ever be the first guy to like when a hot chick posts some nice picture.
No,
you don't want to be the first. Let it go, scroll through and come back, and then put your like underneath the other.
With my like,
so it's undetectable that you're just in lust. What?
With my like of Facebook, I'm just gonna be scrolling through and fucking off in like 2 minutes every single time. I'm only on there to get a messenger, to be honest, to keep in touch with people like you and Jeff and.
You don't scroll to your friend?
No,
friend?
I stopped.
Friends.
I stopped. It's really pointless, is it? I mean, I look at them and I'm like, this fucking guy. He's got 55 likes for saying he's having lunch. Yeah. For Pete's sake, for fuck's sake, make a little bit more effort than that.
I know. It's true. It's very true.
Jesus Christ.
It's very true. I mean, it's true.
Look at me calling names. All right, so. Let me run through the list for the people who are going to be listening to this for you, because I'm very, very impressed. You've got what? You've got about 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've gone through about 5. We've got 5 shows going on, pretty much.
Yep.
That's a pretty big deal.
I got Truffles Dinner Theater.
Yeah.
I've got the King of the List, which is the first show.
Yep.
I've got the Ron Show. I've got I Killed Last Night, and I didn't tell you the strip club name.
Yep, what's the
name?
How
about this name for a strip club pilot? Thank You for Coming.
Oh, if I had a drummer over here right now, and I think Alex could do that and get our rim shot.
Jason Huza is the creator of King of the List, and now of Thank You for Coming.
That's a good name.
Shooting next week, and we're shooting next week at the Larry Flint Hustler Club. Hustle, Hustler magazine, one of the biggest porn magazines. We're shooting right here at their club for 2 days, and we need extras. If you know anybody in New York that wants to come Tuesday and Wednesday, we need extras.
When you say extras, you mean male or female?
Male. We got the dancers. That's how I got my dancers lined up. I need guys to come in there, bring their sleeves.
They've got that jam going on.
And if they come, they're gonna hear the strip club DJ.
They can come for sure. Yeah, they can definitely come. Thank you for
got
coming.
That joke.
Thank you for coming. Or as Apu says, thank you for coming.
Who?
Simpsons.
That's funny. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. You can use that. You can throw that in.
I love The Simpsons.
What's wrong with this chair? It's so uncomfortable. Seat and this. Can you see the microphone over here, by the way?
Nope.
Back.
Nope.
No. Good. Well, all right. So that's 5 shows that you've. I hope that they're all going very, very well. I think that they are.
All I need is one. The reason why I'm doing so many is so one of them hits. It's like a portfolio. I just need one to hit.
Yeah, you gotta throw things out there into the cosmos, and something will hit, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I've lived here for 18 years, and the score is New York 18, me 0. But eventually, I'm going to get one good year before it's all over.
Yeah, well, you will, and you will get a good year. I think this is going to be it for you, my friend. It's going to be it for all of us, for you, me, and Jeff.
I'm excited.
Thank you for being a friend. Speaking of friends. All right, now what about the hosting of the stand-up comedy shows? What's happening with that over there?
I have a producer named Danny Mahar who, for some reason, thinks I'm a good host. And you've seen my jacket. I posted on there.
Yeah.
And I get to be a stand-up comedy host, which is great because I am not a comedian, as you can tell in the last 20 minutes. But I used to be a stand-up comic, and I'm like a recovering comedian now. So this is how I get off the stand-up comedy. I do hosting, which is less.
Yeah.
But I used to do I used to be a stand-up. I used to perform every night, two or three nights a week. In fact, one of the big magazines in New York called Time Out New York. Do you guys have it out there?
Yep, we have everything over here. We've got Time Out New York, we've got Time Out LA, we've got Time Out Miami, we've got Time Out Chicago, we've got Time Out Time's Up by.
Time Out New York is so big here.
Yeah.
And in 2012, they said that Ron Barba had the best 5-minute act in New York City.
You're kidding
me.
me.
Best 5-minute act.
Jesus.
Now,
wow.
unfortunately, my act was 20 minutes.
Wow. 20-minute act and about 19 pretty bad.
That was a joke right there.
I know, 19.
It was bad.
I
had the best 5-minute act. Unfortunately, my act was 20 minutes.
I know. I didn't want to say anything. I thought why beat you to the punchline anyway, since you never get to it, so what's the fucking point?
I wonder if your audience, if you have one, will get that joke.
Yep, one. We'll get that 1 minute that you actually have success. 19 minutes were pretty bad. 20-minute set, 19 minutes bad, 1 minute good. I kid you.
My audience will watch this. My following will be all over this
I have to say something about this, because remember the last time you shared something of mine? For the first time in your life, you got 0 likes. This is gonna jinx it. Are you prepared for that?
If this thing doesn't get likes, it'll be so messed up. But I think now, when they saw you, they see the dark guy, they hear you talk, they're gonna fall in love with you. They're gonna be like, I like this guy. I like Phil. I hope it doesn't turn out like the other picture did. That was horrific.
Which picture?
I've never experienced anything like that before.
Yeah, no.
Never.
When I'm you know what I'm stoked about, Alex and Ron, is that when because he's gonna share this like a mad guy. Trust me, immediately right off the bat, it's gonna go on there. People are gonna see it, and the moment they see PB over there, which are my initials, they're like, oh Jesus, I don't know whether I want to see this.
Somehow there's like a kryptonite. It just pushes everybody's eyes off. I don't know.
But you know what they say though, right?
Let's hope we break the curse. It's a new year.
Exactly. You know what they say, right? Though it's when it rains, it pours, or when it pours, it rains. Which one is it? Whatever it is. When it rains, it pours. And come my birthday, thank you for coming again. 33 was when Jesus died, and that's when my life begins, and I'm gonna get the best ratings ever, and I'm gonna be the biggest star. Said no one ever.
I believe it. You're only 33?
Yeah, I'm older. I feel older, doesn't it?
You got a great life ahead of you. Only 33. That's wonderful.
Because I get mistaken for 43 all the fucking time.
Oh, I mean, of course. I thought you were my age.
I know.
Okay.
You know what happened the other day? I jumped into a cab. That's one thing that pisses me off, by the way. When people say I hopped into a cab, I jumped into a cab. No, you don't fucking jump into a cab. You don't hop into it. You get into a cab. I've never seen anyone fucking jump into a taxi.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm doing a show right now. Can I call you back? Oh, good. Well, I need extras for this strip club show. So let me know. You're on the show right now, but thank you. I'll call you back, baby. I'll call you back. Bye-bye. Bye, Hoopa. Bye, Hoopa. Love you. She's so good. They're out there working for me for my strip club show. I got a big fat Puerto Rican guy for your show. Because that's an extra. I needed an extra. Anyway, so go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt your grace.
No, I was just saying, did you ever see anyone fucking jump into a taxi? I mean, they don't go inside like that to a taxi, do they? No one hops into it. What the fuck? All right, but no, I was saying I was getting into. I got a taxi the other day, and I was the taxi driver. Obviously, was a brown man. He was Indian. What else would he be, right?
Right.
You never see a white taxi driver today. Anyway,
when you see one, you got to take a picture, take a selfie.
But first,
you never see. They're out there. They're rare. They're rare.
So I got into a taxi. I leave the door open for a little bit because my leg got caught over there. But the guy thinks I'm actually supposed. He thinks I have a wife and kid that I'm waiting for to jump in the taxi with me. I'm like, listen, my legs got caught in. Just drive the taxi. There's no wife and kids. I'm 33 years old. I know I should be married by now, but I'm not 45. He said, oh my God, you're 33? I said, yes. He looked at me and he said, this is what he did. I kid you not. Poor guy. I mean, he thought to himself, what a guy. He looks like this he looks 43 at 33. That's pretty sad. And that was a very bad story. Anyway. Did you just break up? All right, so listen.
What?
So many shows. King of the list, Ron. Ron, listen. Let me ask you something.
King of the list. I played a Craigslist talent agent. And as a fictitious role, because I got jobs for friends on Craigslist all the time.
Yeah.
And, acting jobs, entertainment jobs. And so this guy, Jason, came to me. He's like, let's do a show. So we did 8 episodes and a pilot about a Craigslist talent agent.
King of the
He doesn't
list.
exist, but I played that guy. And you should post these things up. These, I have the trailers of them and everything.
The King of the list.
But the King of the List is on YouTube and is very funny. It's really, and we had it in Hollywood. My friend Alan Copeland was trying to sell it. He was never able to do it, but the concept was great. It's about Craigslist gigs. There's all these like ridiculous gigs, like getting on web shows like this, Like these things are funny. They can be funny. If something awful happens, the person dies, it's Craigslist. Anything can happen.
Yeah, so you've got a number of things going on. So, I mean, at some point, something's got to hit. Speaking of hit, by the way.
If you're smart, you stay at it and you get a little luck. You got to get luck.
I agree. Speaking of hit and luck and whatnot, I want to segue a little bit because we both are avid poker players. So, right? Did you hit the flop? Has the flop hit yet? Did you hit the flop hard? Did you hit the flop hard?
I got it straight, and the guy calls me, and he kept pushing on me, and then I pushed back and I'm all in, and I know I'm ahead, obviously. I didn't know what he had, but there was no flush on the board. And he had a set, and he filled up on the river, and I was just like, I just hate this game. It's luck. It's just like entertainment. It's luck, all right? And, don't think it's more than luck. I mean, sometimes it can't. It just depends on where you are in your life.
I agree.
Sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you're not.
Sometimes you just got to run good, right?
Yeah, and I love the game, though. I mean, it's a fun game. It's exciting.
I mean,
it's gambling. Gambling's fun, right?
But that's life, isn't it? I mean, you equate poker to life.
Yeah.
It's a gamble that you take, and you either hit the flop hard, you wait for 4th Street to arrive, and then you hit the river, and you make sure that you hit your cards. Otherwise, you're just not going to get anywhere. You got to make the hand.
And when you make calls, like you make early calls, you can. It's like this bet's not a big deal, but don't forget there's going to be another big bet coming down the road after this bet. So are you willing to take that? And that's other things in life are just like that too. It's like, you can deal with this person now, but think about if you're dealing with them right now, you're going to have to really deal with them later. Do you want to do that? It's the same kind of thinking.
Absolutely. I mean,
it's very much like poker and life.
Same shit, my friend. Same shit, different game. Well, same game, different cards. Play the cards you're dealt.
That's right, sir. That's right.
That's good, and that's fucked up at the same time. Now, one more thing I want to throw in over here because for the sake of money, what's happening with silver and gold? What are you trading now? Commodities?
Okay. I've been, the reason I have this apartment is because my father made me a fortune in the silver market years ago.
Yeah.
And we're back in it. We're back in silver. Silver and gold had a big rally in 2011. So gold went to 1,900 and silver went to $50 an ounce.
Yeah.
Then 2011 they collapsed. Gold's gone to not collapsed, but down to 1,000. And then silver went down to $13 or $14.
You're choking.
Now they're coming back up, and they've been 5 years. They've fallen for the last 2017, 5-6 years. They've fallen, and now we think it's going to be another big run. It's going to go right back to those highs and even through those highs.
So you think there's a silver lining for silver at the moment?
Absolutely, there's a big silver lining. Pun intended. It's the reason why gold and silver go up, very simply, is because of the currencies in the world are being printed like crazy, and people want security, not something that a government can print. They want something that cannot be created, which is gold and silver. Can't be created. There's a finite amount of it. So that's why the value of that should go up as the governments keep printing more and more money, which they're forced to do because this is the debt on top of the debt on top of the debt. So eventually gold and silver will go up. I don't know when. It could be 5-10 years from now. It could be, as soon as Trump gets in office, which I hope it's sooner rather than later.
Yeah. So you are still trading, are you not?
Yes. I mean, yes and no. I just have a position. I don't trade anymore because it's too hard to trade. Trading is one of the hardest things you could do. It's like playing poker every single day.
Yeah.
And it's just too brutal, the ups and downs and the gambling of it. So I just have a position long in silver, and I have a position in Facebook and Chevron. Those are my two stocks.
That's pretty good. I mean, for you, so you look at this guy. He does comedy, he does trading, he plays poker, all around Mr. Barba. Look at the guy right here. He's that's gold right there. That's gold.
Piano, I play tennis, I play basketball. I mean, life is, you should be doing everything every day. You should, if you're not doing something, you're crazy. There's a million things you can do out there. Absolutely. Go do it. Your life is short. I'm 46 for God's sakes now. I'm starting to feel it in my bones, and I'm still living. It's great. Life is great, but you gotta believe it. You gotta go after it.
It's funny, isn't it, how people mistake me for your age and people mistake they think you're my age. I fucking can't stand that. And the wisdom lies with me, though. There we go. But look at this guy. Look at this guy over there.
Indian guys are looked at as gurus. You guys are gurus. That's your religion. The religion is very guru-like. Wisdom of the world. Tell us but you're a Christian, right?
No, I'm not. I don't really believe in it. I believe in everything that makes sense to some point. I mean, the cosmos. You believe in spirituality. You combine everything in one. That's what I do.
I think so too. I think it's good. It's bad when people talk about religion or politics and they argue, and I think it's terrible to argue about that stuff. I think it should be open to it because those are some of the greatest conversations you could have are political arguments and religious arguments.
Absolutely.
But when people don't respect each other, it's not even worth talking about.
Where is the humanity gone when you stop respecting one another, isn't it? Where has that gone?
In this country, especially recently with the politics, the disrespect across the board from both sides has been pathetic. It's sad. It's made me sad about just relationships, about not being able to talk about things that you have in value because the other person values things differently from you. You just don't even want to talk about them. And that's kind of why why Trump won.
Yeah. Because
all the Democrats are spouting their beliefs. You have to know your beliefs. And all the Republicans hated that. And they just were like, we want something other than someone spouting and being so arrogant about, their belief system. They go, fuck you. We're going to be quiet about it. And that's how Republicans, they were quiet about it. And at the polls, they showed up. And it's sad that life has to be that way. People should be engaging in conversation in a polite, respectful way, no matter what.
But you know what I believe, I think, is that everyone has a belief system, and when it all combines and the confluence of factors kicks in together, that's why everything levels out. The playing field levels out at some point because of everyone's belief system. And if you believe in God, and if people do believe in God, you have to believe that God does not play dice. There is probably a method to his madness over there. So that's why I believe things should level out. I hope that they level out anyway.
Well, you hope it's goodness too, but I mean, you look at the world. It's like I'm living very well up here, but there are people right down here, down in the cement, with nothing.
The bums, hobos.
Broke. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, there's their hopeless life.
Yeah, no. Well,
it's a sick world, man. It's not a pretty world. We know that.
I completely agree with you. It is not all fun and games, that's for sure. Which leads me to my final question. Actually, I mean, we can continue going on. We're gonna edit, but can you believe we've done 40 minutes already? Can you believe it? For a half an hour show.
With your mouth, I can't even believe it's only 40.
Likewise, my friend. But
you can't do my jokes back at me.
I'm not, but I want to.
If I'm coming on your show, you don't do my joke back at you. Go ahead,
his jokes. If you actually do his jokes, I mean, I'd rather do Alex's jokes and play at the fucking right now with one of the guitars and not know anything about it. But look, let me ask you the final question, which is, as a society, what were we before? What are we now? And what do you see us going into the future?
Well, as a society, number one, we didn't live as long, and we didn't have technology, this type of technology. So what we were before, we were more I would say more thoughtful creatures. Well, I mean, I think our brains are sharp today like they were back then, but I think there was deeper thinking back then. There was more chaos. So what we were before was just a more thoughtful human being, because we didn't have all these other things to distract us. We had other distractions, but I don't think it was to the degree that it is today. And now we're distracted people. Now we're chaotic. And, of course, I am certainly on the technology. You probably are, too. I mean, I know, even though I had to hide your posts, I know you're still on it. But I think that we're just severely distracted today from what's right and what's wrong. And that's why we talk about the past. Like, we long for some of those things from the past. But maybe all societies have done that.
Right.
Longing for the past. I think I answered a little bit of your question. Not
no,
the whole
absolutely.
thing. Hopefully we go a little bit. Like, after this technology, we plateau, and then we come off of it, hopefully, and we get more thought-provoking and less on the phones, less on it, if that's possible. It's not possible right now because I'm completely addicted. And we get back to just a more thoughtful way with each other, calmer way, peaceful.
I completely agree. I love that answer. I mean, we've had... you are the 14th guest of my show, and we've done the second season, and I think that was one of my favorite answers, and I love it.
Oh,
good
thank
answer.
You, my friend. Thank you very much.
Likewise, my friend. Thank you so much, Ron. On that note, we're gonna.
Phil, thanks for having me on the show. It's such a pleasure. And to your co-producer, co-host, it's Alex. Right?
Alex, there we go. Say bye, Alex. If he's over there having his apple right now. Wait, he's coming over. Pop by.
Enjoy it. I'll have to come see you when I'm in Melbourne.
For sure, mate.
All right, cool.
So good seeing you, brother.
Right.
So, Ron, thank you so much again, my friend. I really appreciate it. And stay in touch. I'll be in touch with you very, very soon. Thank you for coming on.
I can't wait to get the cut. How long are we waiting?
Give me about an hour or so. I'll send it to you by then.
That fast?
Yeah,
You're
I do it right away. Stay awake for this, all right?
I thought it was once. Oh, we're going right up with this.
We're going right up. Stay awake. I've got another podcast coming up in 2 hours, so I'll do the editing for yours first.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for having me on the show, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Take care. Cheers, man.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
See you.